Alright YouTube, what's good? It's CoolStoryBrobat bringing you Narrated Pokemon Showdown battle number 80. And this is against my boy PokeGyarados. This is a UU battle, and my goodness, I'm trying to keep up with these replays I've been saving in the metagame. The UU metagame has changed a lot, and if you look at the teams, you can tell this is kind of an old game. You see, several weeks ago, there's this thing called Research Week on Smogon. And what Research Week is, it's like they give you a specific core of 2 Pokemon, which obviously if you look at both of our teams, it's Shaman and Kyurem. And you have that core and you're supposed to build a team around it. And you know, everybody who competes in the Research Week challenge, was it Research Week? No, not Research Week. God dang, I'm folding. It's called the UU Team Challenge. My bad. My bad. I'm pretty sure someone was going to give me some flack on that for getting the name wrong. The UU Team Challenge, and basically, or UU Team Building Challenge, whatever. And basically, you have to build a team around those Pokemon, that specific core. And you know, whoever has the best team basically wins. In a nutshell, that's basically what it is. So, you know, I asked them to practice with me because, you know, I just made this team. I want to see how it does. And yeah, don't ask why I'm not in my don't have my Crobat icon on. I'm rocking a pilot today, just cause. But so yeah, the teams were built around Shaman and Kyurem, and I figured, you know what the heck, why not? Two blades, kind of it has good synergy with the core, and he's a solid setup sweeper. I'm using I think it was Sub-Seed Shaman and like offensive mixed Kyurem. I think that's what it was, like Draco Meteor, Outrage, Earth Power, and Ice Beam. Physically defensive Swampert, Wheaties, Breakfast of Champions, Floor, just that special wall that is everywhere in UU for God knows what reason, and Victini, V for Vendetta. I can't remember if this is a Scarf or Band set. It's been such a while since I watched this replay. But looking at his team now, I mean, we got 2 similar concepts going on here. I mean, we got Shaman and Kyurem. We have a Steel type, a very bulky Steel type. We have a hard-hitting Fire type and a physically defensive bulky Water type. Now, the major difference between his team is he has Zapdos, which was actually relegated to OU as of a few days ago because of the way they shifted the usage stats. And so basically Zapdos is OU now, but this is his special wall, I'm pretty sure. And the difference is he can actually use Defog to clear hazards off his team. I can't. I figured I would compensate by having Wish support from Florges to, you know, yeah. So what I'm worried about on his team is, you know, which set his Shaman. It's most likely Sub-Seed. That's like the best one. Like, not using Sub-Seed Shaman is like not breathing. Come on. Kyurem, that's the most threatening thing. Like, if it's Sub-Roost Kyurem, I'm kind of screwed. I'm kind of screwed because it can kind of destroy everything on my team. Pick something that isn't beaten by Sub-Roost Kyurem or stalled out by it. You know, everything either dies to Earth Power or gets stalled out, or Ice Beam. So that's probably the biggest threat I have to worry about. Zapdos, especially defensive or not, shouldn't be too much of a problem between Victini and my own Kyurem. Slowbro, kind of an issue, because, you know, the only threats I really have to it are Shaman and Kyurem. Victini, kind of, if it was banded, I still don't remember. Aggron is, he's annoying. That's all I have to say. I hate that thing. And Arcanine, it's a dog. Woof. That's all I have to say about Arcanine. I don't really see it doing much to this team, you know, with Swampert, Victini, and Swampert. So let me shut up and begin because I'm starting to drivel on. Okay, so I lead off with Kyurempty and he leads off with Sonic Shaman, and he switches to his Aggron, which is not a Mega apparently, and then he completely shows he is lying because it then becomes a Mega. So I send in 2 Blades as he sets up the Stealth Rock. He sends in Arcanine. I use Sacred Sword. I'm not trying to set up here because there's no real reason to. So after that, he switches out and doubles to Shaman, which is a good play because he knew I was going to go to Swampert. My team is kind of obvious, you know. Balanced teams are like my main go-to in UU, but it is kind of not that hard to play around some of my teams because I suck at building teams. So he hits me with the Air Slash. You know, Shayla takes it pretty nicely, but he switches out and goes in a Big Bird, which walls the crap out of me. And I'm debating if I should really worry about this thing, so I decided to substitute, because if he has Toxic, like he just showed there, it wasn't going to do anything. and that I could just leech seed off of him if he decided to stay in, but he volt switched and he goes to his Arcanine once again. I'm still behind a substitute, so I don't really have much to worry about, so I leech seed for a round of free HP because, you know, why not? And I also outspeed the Arcanine, so I can just keep stalling it for HP if I want it. This is why Subseed Shaymin is so good, yet so annoying at the same time. So he Morning Suns, and you know, I can't really beat it. I can stall out of Morning Sun if he decides to stay in that long. I Seed Flare it just cause, you know, if I get the special defense drop, then Air Slash can hurt a bit. But he stays in, he Air Slashes, he Flare Blitzes. I substitute once again, knowing he's going to go for Morning Sun, but I really have no reason to switch out, especially when I'm just getting free HP back every time he stays in. So he sends in Kyurem, takes the Air Slash pretty handily, not difficult to do it at all. And I Leech Seed, and he goes for the Ice Beam. Yeah. Wait, he's Light Orb, that's not a sub boost. Or is it? I don't think it is, wait. He switches out and goes to his Aggron, and I set up another sub. Because I'm like, screw it, if it's sub roost Kyurem, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, he goes into Shaymin, stopping Elite Seed. I still have Air Slash, so I can do some to it, but I lose the Speed Tie, breaks my substitute. And you know, I'm only 3-hit KOing, but you know, it's whatever. So he switches back out into his Mega Aggron, and Air Slash doesn't do much. I'm kind of worried about how much Heavy Slam will do to Shaymin because it's like a tiny little Chia Pet compared to a big fat, whatever the heck Mega Aggron even is based off of. He Heavy Slams as I switch into Wheaties. I set up my own Stealth Rock because since I don't have a Defogger or a Spinner of any kind, I know that putting pressure on him to use Defog can at least clear the hazards from my side, which helps me, which he does here after missing the Toxic. Didn't matter because it's a friggin' Florges. I could heal myself. So I send in Kyurem right on the Toxic, and I'm like, oh crap. And the Wish was wasted too. Crap. So I predict him to go to Aggron, and I use Earth Power. And I just go switching to V for Vendetta, my Victini. He sends in Shaymin, because now I'm predicting him. I'm making the plays now. So he sends in Slowbro, predict that, go for the U-turn. I definitely think I might be using a Scarf Victini. I think that's Scarf damage. And I send a Kyurem, go for the Draco Meteor. I'm not sure why he stayed in, but well, then again, anything he switched in would have died to that. That's the thing, like, Kyurem is such a pain to switch into for his team. But at the same time, it goes back for me as well. So, oh, wait, I'm Banded Victini after all. Crap, my bad. So, he sets up a sub as I U-turn on his Shaymin. Or wait, I'm missing a turn order here. Crap, screw it, I don't know. Some stuff happens. Shaymin versus Zapdos. He switches in Zapdos on the Air Slash. He Volt switches, I send in Double 8. That Volt switch kind of hurted it. And I decided, screw it, I'm going to stay in, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to be real. Wait, no, I didn't. Never mind, I switched out. Oh my god, this replay is old, I don't even know what I was doing. I set up Stealth Rock as he switched out his Mega Aggron to Shaymin. I send in Doublade once again, and I'm not really going to be able to take this, but I'm kind of sacking it because it's like useless against his team. I harmlessly Shadow Sneak against him. I'm like, crap, man, just kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Why you no kill me? Thank you. But unfortunately, this means he has a free substitute I have to deal with now. So I go for the U-turn to break his substitute and send in my own Shaymin. I knew he's gonna sub again, and this time I'm just gonna bank on the Speed Tie because he still 3-hit KOs me with Air Slash. He needs to hit 2, but I flinched. His Shaymin goes clutch on me. That was the push he needed. Because this battle's gonna go around in circles. Now I have to deal with this thing. So I U-turn on his Shaymin, get the unnecessary critical hit on the substitute. He doesn't have enough HP to make a sub, but he Elite Seeds me, which is kind of annoying. And I don't want this to happen, but I have to let it happen because the Shaymin is like really killing me here. So I'm slowly killing myself as the Shaymin is slowly killing me. And I just want to make sure that by the time this Kyurem dies, that the Shaymin has no substitute. So that I can just get a free switch in the Victini and just V-create something. Because his only switch into it is Arcanine, and yeah. So, as long as I can just keep this thing at bay, I'm cool. He sacks his Mega Aggron to the Victini, and it dies. and he sends in Arcanine. I mean, he could have taken the Flare. He couldn't take 2 V creates after rocks with Arcanine if he switched it directly in right there, which is why he didn't do that. But I decided to be real and stay in. Because his Arcanine can't do anything to me, and if he just Morning Sunned, I would have switched out. But he stayed in with his Zapdos and let me kill it. I'm not sure why he did that, but you know. And I'm pretty sure that Victini has negative speed to the point that Kyurem would outspeed about his point, so I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to switch into Florges, and I'm going to double switch to Swampert, but he stays in and goes for the Ice Beam. I'm like, crap. Dang, that hurt it a lot. Ow. But he Draco Meteor, so he was actually just an all-out attacking set with Life Orb. I thought he was sub-roost, my bad. Go for Victini, go for the V-Create, and pretty much I don't have much to worry about because, you know, once he sends an Arcanine again, it dies to the V-Create, even after Intimidate, and yeah, just bam, just creating V's all over the place, man. Just V, man. It's like that movie V about the aliens and whatnot. But I didn't realize that he'd actually outspeed me, and I ran out of V creates. That's the other thing. Between Kyurem and Zapdos, I actually lost the PP for V-Create, so I hit him with a Scarf Struggle. So basically his Shaymin is gonna sit here, and this is gonna become the ultimate stall, because, you know, I needed to switch it out. I needed to get the Wish off, and I'm lucky that, you know, Victini survives the Air Slash. I can't talk today. And I spam Zen Headbutt, Scarf Zen Headbutt. You know, this is why sometimes you want to put Flare Blitz on your Victini, so you still get a powerful fire move, but it doesn't drop your speed. Like, after this battle, I put Flare Blitz on it over Zen Headbutt, because Zen Headbutt sucks. I don't care what anybody tells you, it sucks. It was more relevant when Keldeo was around, but, you know, he had Bolt Strike for that anyway. But basically, yeah, I still found it funny I ran out of V-Creates, but that is good game, PokeGyarados. It was incredibly close, and if he managed to get rocks back up in this match, to the point that Victini was worn down a little bit more than it was, he most likely would have had this, but I managed to pull through and get the push, because otherwise I would have just ran down to Shaymin spamming Substitute over and over on my Florges. But yeah, like I said, good game, PokeGyarados. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite if you want to see more battles. Oh yeah, and I suck at UU. Who would have guessed? Take care.